It's really important on volleys to be able to take the speed off of your opponent's ball. If they're at the baseline, they hit a really hard shot at you and you can just deaden the ball and dump it just on the other side of the net, you're often gonna hit a winner. The first progression that I like to go through when learning this feel is I like to catch the ball. So my partner's hitting the ball to me, I'm moving forward and I'm catching it with my dominant hand. So I'm having him hit to my forehand side, I'm coming up and catching it. Now when I catch, I like it to be comfortable, so I don't like to catch with my arm completely extended out, but instead, I like my arm nice and relaxed and close to me. And so I'm moving my feet in such a way that I get that catch comfortable. Step 2 is I grab my paddle and I imagine that I'm going to catch the ball with my paddle. So we don't want to see this where I'm reaching my arm out to get it, but instead, I want to move appropriately so that I'm catching the ball on my paddle. So I'm imagining almost as if my paddle is maybe a baseball glove and I'm just setting up my paddle at an angle that would allow me to catch it. So very similar to when I'm catching with my hand, nice and comfortable close to me. If the ball's high, I'm catching it like this with my hand with my palm facing forward. If the ball's higher, I'm catching like this with my palm facing forward. If the ball's lower, I might be catching with my palm facing up. Same thing with the paddle. So paddle facing forward if the ball's higher, paddle facing up if the ball is lower. After I get the feeling of this catching with the ball being hit pretty soft at me, then I can have my partner speed up their hit. So hitting harder at me, and I'm just practicing absorbing. I also have a very loose grip on my paddle, so I'm not gripping it tight in this situation. And if my partner hits it really hard at me, my paddle should actually feel like it's kicking back after impact. So the ball is hitting my paddle rather than my paddle hitting the ball in this situation. Good. As we get better, we can start doing this in more of a live situation. So I feed him the ball, he hits it hard at me, and I'm just absorbing it. Seeing how many times I can make that ball bounce before it gets back to him. So again, just moving in the way of the ball so that I feel like I can catch it, and that's how I really deaden it when my opponent hits the ball hard. And then the looser that I can grip the paddle, oftentimes the better the result.